dive into the world of flavors and delight. Every drop brings health and fuels our fight. Coffee, the ultimate treat. Podcast takes the lead, where each brew inspires and plants the seed. Now let's explore curiously with our taste buds and ears, with every delightful sip with the host. Coffee, the ultimate treat.
Welcome back. Great to have you with us at the Coffee, the Ultimate Treat podcast with me, Kevin, and also Brian. Now let's get moving with today's episode. You know, coffee isn't just about the drink itself. It's about, well, everything surrounding it. The aroma, the warmth, the act of holding a cup in your hand. There's this sense of comfort and connection that it creates. And I think that's what really makes it a perfect setting for all kinds of conversations.
Yeah, and it's interesting how a simple coffee break can totally change the energy of a meeting or brainstorming session. I mean, during long work days, it's kind of like hitting reset, you know. People open up more. It's less formal, less intimidating.
Exactly. That's the magic of it. Back in my cafe days, I'd watch people transform over a cup of coffee. Strangers would strike up conversations, teams would gather to hash out ideas, and honestly, it felt like coffee was the glue holding it all together. It's almost like the rituals around coffee encourage openness.
Totally. And I've found that with my team too. Like during those high pressure periods, a quick coffee run or even just chatting over a mug can be a game changer. Suddenly people are more collaborative. They've got fresh ideas. It's wild how something so small can have such a big impact on morale and creativity.
Right, and it's not just about the coffee itself, is it? It's also the setting. A cozy cafe or even just a corner with good vibes can really change the dynamic of a conversation.
Yeah, like it takes the edge off. And I think that's something people overlook. Choosing the right environment can completely shift how comfortable others feel. It's the difference between someone holding back and actually sharing their ideas.
Absolutely, and coffee shops are kind of a neutral ground too, don't you think? It's not your office, it's not theirs, so everyone sort of meets in the middle, feeling relaxed but focused at the same time.
Totally agree. Plus, I think there's this sense of reciprocity when you buy someone a coffee. It's like a small gesture that says, I appreciate you, and that kind of sets the tone for collaboration right off the bat.
True. Coffee really does make a difference, doesn't it? But it's also got me wondering what other venues or even rituals could create that same sense of community. Like, could tea work the same way?
Maybe. Or even, I don't know, just grabbing smoothies or something when it's hot out. The key, though, is finding something that brings people together in a way that feels inviting, even intentional. What do you think?
You know, that's exactly what I think about when I design a cafe. It's not just about coffee, it's about creating a space where people feel at ease, where conversations flow naturally, and where those moments of connection you talked about can happen almost effortlessly.
Yeah, and that's huge, right? I mean, when you've got a space like that, collaboration kinda just takes off. Some of my best ideas, honestly, came from meetings in a cafe. It's like the vibe relaxes everyone and the ideas start rolling in.
Exactly, and I think that's why coffee shops are so unique. They're this perfect mix of vibrant energy but also intimacy. Like, you've got that buzz of people around, but it's not too chaotic. It's just enough to fuel interaction.
Right, I think that balance is key. You don't want it so quiet that it feels stiff or intimidating, but then again, you don't want it so noisy that you can't hear yourself think. It's that sweet spot that makes people feel, I don't know, safe to get creative.
Exactly that. I used to call it the Goldilocks zone for conversations. Not too loud, not too quiet, but just right. And when you get that balance right, the kind of collaborations and partnerships that spark are incredible.
Yeah. I bet you've seen some wild stuff over the years with that. I've had moments where what started as like small talk over a latte turned into full-blown projects. It's kind of amazing how fast things can align when you're both on neutral ground.
It is. And you know, when I think about community, it's not only about coffee drinkers either. Like, not everyone loves coffee, right? But that doesn't mean they can't be part of that experience.
Oh, totally. I've run into that, especially in summer. Like, sometimes it's a case of grabbing iced teas or even something refreshing like a fruit smoothie. I mean, as long as it's in the spirit of sharing a moment, that's what counts, right?
Exactly. It's about making things inclusive. I've always felt that a great coffee shop, or any gathering spot really, should make everyone feel they belong. Offering a variety of drinks or just being thoughtful like that, it really goes a long way toward building community.
For sure. So as long as the focus stays on bringing people together, it doesn't really matter what's in the cup. It's about that sense of connection. You know? It's funny. After everything we talked about, I keep thinking about those small, spontaneous moments in cafes. Sometimes all it takes is sharing a cup of coffee to spark something truly unexpected.
Absolutely. It's like when you're sitting there just chatting with a cup in hand, ideas start brewing as much as the coffee, you know?
Totally. It's funny how some of my most productive conversations aren't in big meetings or formal settings. It's like they kind of sneak up on you during those casual moments.
Right, and I think that's because the pressure's off. When people feel relaxed, their minds just, untangle.
That's true. And honestly, those conversations can be game changers. Like, I've had situations where just talking through a challenge over coffee opened up solutions I never would have thought of on my own.
And that's where the magic happens. It's not just about solving problems, it's about sharing energy, getting inspired by someone else's perspective. It's collaboration in its most authentic form.
Exactly. And it's also that give and take, you know? Like, even if we're all stuck on something, just bouncing ideas can unlock the next step. There's something so energizing about that, back and forth.
There is, and it gets me thinking about how these small moments, over coffee or even something else, become the foundation for bigger things, like building trust, sparking creativity, even forming partnerships that make a real impact.
Yeah, and it's kind of wild when you realize just how much potential is packed into such a simple act. I mean, offering someone a coffee might seem small, but it's really about offering a connection, right?
Exactly. It's less about the coffee and more about the conversation it sparks. And, well, when you look at it that way, it's not just a drink, it's a tool for connecting, creating, and just lifting each other up.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Conversations over coffee, they're like these little anchors in our day that hold so much potential.
And that's really what it's all about, isn't it? Building spaces, moments, and energy to keep each other going. So whether it's coffee or something else, it's about making those connections count.
On that note, I think we've brewed enough thoughts for today. Let's keep the conversation going next time, yeah?
Absolutely. Catch you all next time. Cheers, mate. Thank you so much for listening to Coffee the Ultimate Treat podcast. We hope you subscribe to the podcast and newsletter to get all the latest community updates.
Thanks for tuning in, it's really sweet. Your ears too were quite the treat. Sipping knowledge in every beat. We hope you found it hard to retreat. Community bonds we hold so tight in the dark roaster morning light. Gathering stories brave and bold. Every listener pure gold. Thank you from the host. Coffee, the ultimate treat.